Hello and welcome to Always a Friday, and today we're going to be bringing you a different kind of video. We're not going to be taking you through central Tokyo or along the beaches in Cambodia. No, we're going to be sat right here answering some questions from our friends over at Packhacker. Now, Packhacker are a team of frequent to full-time travellers who do travel gear reviews and tips and tricks videos through their website and right here on YouTube as well.
So over on their website they have a segment called Travel Styles where they ask fellow travellers like us to give all their favourite travel hacks, travel tips and their favourite destinations too. So what we'll do is we'll leave the link in our description below so that you can check that out as well. So let's get on to it. We've got lots of questions to answer and hopefully you'll learn a bit more about us and also learn some great travel hacks too.
So the first question is, tell us a bit about yourself. So we're Nathan and Rebecca. We're a couple from the UK and simply put, we love to travel. For the last year we've spent travelling Asia, we've been to Cambodian beaches, up on the mountains of Nepal, and we even settled down in Japan for a little while as well.
Yeah, and we've been blogging and vlogging literally every step of the way on our website Always a Friday and here on YouTube too. Now we're actually back in the UK now, but we're going to continue our journey exploring London and all over Europe too.
Up next is a good one, and that is, what is your favourite travel destination?
Now this is almost impossible to answer, but it has to be cities. We just love exploring cities. We put on our walking shoes and we just walk for hours and hours. There's honestly something new at every turn and we always find the most unexpected things, don't we? It really is incredible. Whether it's a really modern city or really historical, there's just so much hustle and bustle when you get into a city and it just brings all the cultures together as well. It's just such an exciting place to explore.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think when it comes to cities, places like Singapore, Tokyo definitely, New York, and would have to say London definitely stand out as some of the best cities. But as you said, just cities in general.
We've seen so many, it's hard to just narrow it down.
But then obviously life is all about variety, and outside of the city we've got to bring up somewhere like Bagan in Myanmar. And also Koh Rong Beach, Koh Rong Island in Cambodia. So it's pretty much an impossible question to answer.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
So the next question is, what are your 3 trusty travel items?
So I'll start with one of mine, and that is one that was always going to make this list, and that is the Eagle Creek compression packing cubes. I've got 2 here, a larger one and a smaller one, and basically I couldn't have done one bag travel without them. I have all of the camera equipment at the bottom of my bag, which meant that obviously without weight being too much of an issue, I needed to save space. There just wasn't enough space going on in my bag. So something like this came in super handy. Now obviously everyone should get packing cubes because they do save space and they're also great for organisation, but what these do is something really cool. And they compress, so you get it something like this. And now this has got 5 t-shirts in. I just put it in really quickly to for a demonstration. And you take it around the side, and when I remember when these are really stuffed, it is really hard
It's solid, isn't
to get it compressed all the way, but they will go. And we've really taken these to the limits, right?
Oh yeah.
And had them for a year with absolutely no signs of wear and tear.
Yeah, I mean the zips are still perfect, and so yeah, amazing.
And you didn't have these, you had some Amazon ones,
yeah,
right?
I just had just the basic ones because I thought I'd already spent so much money already on travel stuff, and I thought it's not much more expensive, but it all adds up, doesn't it? And I thought, no, you know what, I'm just going to buy normal ones, but I made a mistake. These are so worth the extra money, and next time we leave I am definitely buying these.
Yeah, so there it is, with the compression strap all the way around. Makes them completely solid. There's pretty much no air in there whatsoever. You could even get more stuff in this, and
it's unbelievable how much you can fit in these.
It still amazes me. So definitely trusty 3 travel items. One of them is the Eagle Creek compression packing cubes.
So not everything has to be expensive when you're travelling, and probably my favourite trusty travel item has to be my baby wipes. I take these everywhere with me.
You really do.
But they come in so handy for everything. After a 20-hour bus ride, we literally just washed ourselves down with them. When Nathan drops his dinner all down his top.
Which happens surprisingly often.
A lot, yeah. But honestly, so, you know, you can put them in your bag. They cost 55p, and you can buy them for
$1. You can get them everywhere
less
for $1.
than yeah,
kind of that rough price range.
And you can buy them from any supermarket, any store. Brands don't matter. They just come in so handy, and I would never go out without them now.
And I don't think you have. Last year. And our final of our 3 trusty travel items would have to be one that we both use a lot, and that is our extension lead power block, I think they're called.
Yeah.
Basically, it is one of these, and I picked it up before we went traveling, knowing that we had so much to charge. Basically, you don't really think about it before you leave, but when you realise we both have a phone, we've got laptops, notebooks, cameras, batteries everywhere, then this definitely come in handy. And one of my favourite things is that it actually saved us buying too many what do you call them, adapters? Plug adapters?
Yeah.
Because you could just plug this in to one plug, and then you would have 4. And also it's got 2 USB ones on the top. It's got a surge protector, which I imagine, even though you probably don't realise, would come in really handy in case there was a travel surge. But it's become one of the first things we do, basically, is whenever we got to a new Airbnb, we would find a place to plug this in and plug everything. So it's one of the things you maybe wouldn't think about.
Well, I said it didn't even occur to me that we would need this, and you're thinking like, oh Nathan, we don't need that. Come on,
trying to cram this in the top about, and I'm going, no, we do.
But I don't know how we would have coped without it, because we used it all the time, every day, all day long, so really helpful. Definitely
a little tip there. And now on to the next question.
And this is, what is your favourite travel hack?
So you can't do this if you're only going somewhere for a week, but if you're going longer, let's say a month plus, then this is a great little resource and a great little travel hack. And that is joining expat network groups onto Facebook.
Yeah, so all you do is go on Facebook and in the search bar type in the city name and expat network group. We did Tokyo, Bangkok and Kuala Lumpur.
Yeah.
And it's full of people that have lived there for a long time or lived there for a few weeks, but everyone is so helpful. They give you so much information, you can ask questions, they recommend things to you. Literally anything you need to know, they'll try and help you out. And it's been so helpful for us and such a great resource. I mean, I even found some teaching jobs on there. We met friends through there because they do meetups and things like that. It's absolutely brilliant, and we really recommend that if you're there for maybe over a month, you should definitely try these out.
Yeah, so that's Always a Friday's #1 travel hack. So on to the next question. What is the weirdest thing you travel with?
So when we first started discussing this question, we were kind of like, we don't do anything weird, but we probably do a lot. But one of them I thought of was that I carry this coin round wherever I go. I'm not that superstitious, but when we were in Hong Kong, I hadn't seen my parents for a while and they flew out, and my dad found this coin on the floor. And there's a saying where it goes, find a penny, pick it up, all day long you'll have good luck. Give it to a friend and your luck will never end. So long story short, he gave this to me and I haven't been able to not carry it with me. I have it in my handbag all the time and I don't take it out. And it's a bit weird, I guess.
It's important to note that I didn't actually know this until I asked this question. I was thinking, I don't really travel with anything weird, it's all really, we need everything that we travel with. And Rebecca just goes, oh, I've got this penny from Hong Kong that I've never gotten rid of. So yeah, that is definitely either the most superstitious or kind of the weirdest thing that doesn't necessarily have a use.
No, no.
The last question, which is any closing thoughts or advice?
Yeah, so my advice when it comes to packing your bag is that always make sure you pack it before, pack it a few times and get used to carrying it as well, because I'm so not used to carrying a backpack around, so it was so heavy for me. And
what happened before we left the airport, honey?
Literally maybe 10 minutes before we left, I put my bag on, I said it's too heavy, I can't carry it. And so
I'm just stood there like,
what are we going to do? So I had to take my MacBook out, and so then I didn't have a laptop, but it was so heavy. It was just been impossible for me to carry around for so long. Yeah. So
it was one of the older, more thicker MacBooks as well.
So my advice would be to try that out, preferably a long time before you're about to leave for the airport.
Not 10 minutes. Literally 10 minutes before we left the airport, we decided that Rebecca wasn't going to take her laptop.
Yeah, but you live and you learn.
So learn from our mistake.
Yeah.
So on to just a little bit of advice from me really, and that is something that we saw so much of, and that was people kind of living their life through a lens, I think you'd call it, And I think maybe we're different because when we go to a place we have to take photos and we have to video, and I think this has made us appreciate it so much more. And that is, you know, when you get to a place, and I remember being up Elephant Mountain in Taiwan, and we were taking photos of Taipei 101, and like we had to put our camera on a tripod and get a time lapse for the videos and everything like that. But everyone else there, that not all of them could have been travel bloggers or photographers for newspapers or whatever, all of them were just there with their phones. Every single person was just taking pictures, and they would come, take pictures, and then just leave. And it's great. I mean, you have to take pictures when you travel. That's, you know, one of the best parts about it, and showing your friends and stuff like this. But go up, and before you do anything is just chill out. Go up to a place, go up to the top of a tower, take it all in, or take some pictures, and then just spend some time really taking it in instead of just snap, snap, snap and walk away. Yeah,
and as cliche and cheesy as it does sound, the moments that you enjoy last with you so much longer than the photos you take.
And at the end of the day, photos are just going to stick on a hard drive. When was the last time you got all of your photos out and, you know, went through them or showed them, you know? Yeah,
definitely. So that's some good advice as well. But probably the best advice we can give you is just to have fun. It goes so quickly, and you have to remember sometimes things do go wrong. They went wrong for us, but you just pick yourself up and you move on, and you learn from them as well. And it just becomes part of the fantastic memories that you're building on your adventure as well, doesn't it? Just,
absolutely.
You know, enjoy every second, every day, every moment, because it flies by in a flash. It really does.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it. That's the end of our questions from Pack Hacker, so thanks for giving them to us to answer. As Rebecca said earlier on, we are going to be leaving the link in the description below so you can check out the blog format of this, and also make sure to visit Pack Hacker's YouTube channel. They do some great stuff on there, great gear reviews, etc. And we're going to wrap it up there. Hopefully you've learned a little bit more about us, the way we travel, some helpful tips and tricks, and also little travel hacks. Hopefully you've learned just a little bit, gotten to know us a little bit better as well.
Definitely.
So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up below, and also if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to us and press the bell for notifications so that you get notified whenever we upload a new video. And
leave us a comment as well. What are your travel hacks, or did you see any of ours and think they'd be really helpful, or I've done them before? We'd love to hear from you.
Absolutely. So we'll leave it there. Until next time, let's travel together, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.